What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working on my 2012 Acura TL. Alternator needs to be replaced, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the alternator and show you the steps. I have never done this job, so this is the first time for me as well. I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I'm try to make a better one, so let's do this work. I'm going to turn the car on and have you listen to the noise that indicates that alternator bearings are bad and they need to be replaced, or the alternator needs to be replaced. So all right, let's go ahead and turn the car on. All right, so I'm going to turn the car on. This is again 2012 Acura TL technology package. I have 102,000 miles on this car. Apparently after 100,000 these alternators have to be replaced. I didn't know at the time when I did the timing build. I wish I would have done that, but I highly recommend, if you have a car with over 100,000 miles, this type of car from 2009 to 2014, if you do the timing build, replace the alternator. All right, let's do this. Let's listen to the noise. There is this windy noise or turbine noise that's coming from the engine. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the front and kind of listen to it more. Just I'm not sure if you can hear it. You can hear it more, or way more inside the car than if you actually stand right here and listen to it. But that's the alternator. That's the bearing that usually goes bad, and it starts making that kind of weird whiny noise. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna replace that hopefully tonight. So, all right, I'm gonna get the tools. All right, safety first. Unplug the positive terminal from the battery, and we are going to start clearing up some stuff around here. I'm going to remove this tank, and possibly we have to do something with the AC line. I'm trying to avoid removing the fan right here next to the radiator. We might be able to wiggle it out, so let's I'm going to put the camera down so we can get this area cleared up. All right. It's always good to have protection around where you work so you don't scratch the paint. All right. I'm just gonna let it hang here for now. I believe this just slides out. Here we go. Put this on the side. As you can see, I already removed the covers. I have engine covers. And next is we have a couple of items here. I don't know if you can see it, but there are a couple of connectors that you have to undo. And this is one of them. I believe this is the negative terminal. We're going to take the cover. And then we have this main connector right there. And there's another one down there. These, I believe, are going to be a pain in the ass to remove. So let me get some lights in here so you can see what I'm talking about. This one, and this cable that's going all the way down there. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Let's This is just a plastic cover right there, as you can see. And these also have plastic covers. Now we'll get a closer look once I unplug this thing. There is a pin that you have to push in to get that thing out. I hope this will bring it out somehow. Alright guys, so I pulled out all three connectors. As you can see, I'm going to zoom in. This one, I just took the cover, but we're going to go ahead and take the bolt off. This one over here, get a flashlight there. The blue one is also out, as you can see from there, and the bottom one is the green plug, also out. And this is going to be difficult to record, but just so you see what they look like and how they're supposed to come out, you push this blue lever or lock or whatever you want to call it, and then you just pull it out. And also the same thing with the green connector. You push this green pin, if you can see it, you push this green pin in, there's a pin at the end, and then you just pull it out. Once I take it out, I will show you guys what I mean, but the key is to undo the bolt right here. I think this is a negative terminal, and a couple of brackets. Let me zoom back out, and a couple of brackets over here. So I'm going to do this, and I'll give you guys more information on the bolt numbers and all that other stuff. All right. You don't want to let or drop that bolt down there, so I'm going to grab a magnet, hopefully to grab it. Magnet, the best thing. Otherwise it's a bitch if this thing falls down. So these power lines are, this is on, so we're going to unplug or unbolt this screw. See what we have here. So we have one bolt here. That holds the cables. This is all now loose. Wonderful. Now we have, let's put this back to this side. At some point I have to move this to the left a little bit so we can get this thing out. But for now, we have a bolt here, and we have a bolt here. There are two bolts here. I'm going to unscrew and then loosen up the tensioner to get the belt out of the way and hopefully get that stuff out. Actually, let's get the loosen up the tensioner to get the belt out. All right, just so you know the belt pattern, we're gonna move the tensioner towards the front and get the belt out from this pulley right here, which is the pulley to the alternator. So, and I'm trying, I have a brand new belt, by the way, so I'm not replacing a belt or anything. I also did the timing belt and changed all the pulleys, but that's pretty much what's going on. Maybe light. The belt goes all the way back there, and it's coming up under the tensioner, above this one. All right, guys, as you can see, I removed the belt, moved the tensioner to the front. If you have, there it is, move the tensioner to the front. Unfortunately, I don't have the right tools, so what I did was I made a PVC pipe, so I have a longer extension so I can move it or grab it, have a little bit more force. Put my socket wrench into the PVC, and I move the tensioner to the front. Now I'm unscrewing this bolt. I still have to move the tensioner towards that side and hold it because there is a damn bolt right behind the tensioner. What am I pointing? Right there. Behind the tensioner, there is a bolt right behind it. So I called my brother to come over to help me. He's going to hold the tensioner. I'm going to move the bolt. Otherwise, I don't know how to do this alone. It's going to be a tough job because that damn thing is pretty... It's pretty, you kind of need to force it to move it. It comes right back. So these are I'm almost there. I just need to unscrew one bolt, get the damn thing out, and getting this out is another process. I have to wiggle things out of here. So we come back. We will do it. I'm going to make sure I get this out tonight and hopefully replace it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It is a few days later. I removed the alternator. I actually replaced it, but I never had a chance to record the rest of the video. However, I'm going to show you guys the steps, what I did without removing any other components. I didn't remove the radiator, the fans, the AC lines, even the ECU board or computer on the left side, which I will show you within the engine. I did not remove anything. It was a trick. It was tricky, but we kind of did something to simply remove the alternator without touching anything else. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. This is really going to save you a lot of time. It was tricky, but once you watch this video, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. If you do this job yourself, it's going to be so much easier than what I had to deal with. So anyhow, alternator is right there. I will pull the car into the garage and show you exactly what I did. Again, I will demonstrate how I took this out. It's much easier to show you within the engine. So I'm going to go get the car. And the trick is basically to get the alternator out within this angle. Exactly as you see it on my hand. Within this angle, you grab it and you lift it up this way. It's going to be very difficult to do it on the other way, which is the back side, which is much bigger. This is the wrong way. This is the right way. Literally, just take this out, lift it up, 45-degree angle, and pull it all out. So let me show you within the car. All right, as you can see right here, originally from the beginning, we removed the expansion tank, but we didn't touch anything else. I didn't remove any of the, especially this device. This is the computer ECU board that controls the whole system in the car. I didn't touch this. Many videos out there, they unplug these cables, remove this whole thing. Yes, if you do remove it, it's gonna free up this section Much easier to remove the alternator out. I didn't touch this. I didn't remove the fans or the radiator. That's another option. You can remove the fans and the radiator. It will free up all this space right here. So you can simply remove the alternator this way. The trick was, you see this AC line right here? Let me go back. This AC line, I simply pushed it out as much as I could. I just pushed this out all the way out here. It's not going to break or anything. It's just an aluminum pipe, and just kind of be gentle with it. It's kind of free. Once you remove, here's the trick is, you undo this cable right here. You unlock this piece. This comes out. That gives you more room. This moves out, and then you don't have this expansion tank right there, so there is more room for you to bend that hose or the line, the AC line, towards this way, of course, towards the left. That gives you more room right here. And the process is to, obviously, when you don't have any of these attachments connected, the way I showed you before, you grab this damn thing, you grab the alternator, the head out first. Once the head comes out, you push it all the way out. You grab it from this angle, you lift it up 45-degree angle, and then you pull this whole thing out. That's the only way to take this out. If you do it from the back, or if you do it from the side and you twist it, you're gonna have a hard time. It's not gonna come out. It's a little bit of a trick. It's a bit tricky, but it's not that difficult to pull it out, to take it out. So after obviously we were done, it was so much easier to push it back in. You put the brackets on. Again, you have to hold on to the tensioner. In my case, my brother helped me, and he pulled the tensioner to the left, and he was grabbing it or holding it. So there is a bolt back there. You just have to put the bolt back there for the bracket to hold the alternator, and also the bolts up here, and the ground cable and the power cable. You just push them back in. This one requires a bolt. The other two, they just snap in. So again, it was late at night, so we couldn't record, but I figured I want to show you guys how to take the damn thing out, replace it, put it back in. And the build process is fairly simple. As I mentioned earlier, you should know the belt pattern and how to put it back on. Fairly simple. It took me maybe 3 hours because I was filming at the same time, and this was my first time, so but it's a fairly quick process. If I do it again, I bet you I can do it in 45 minutes to an hour. So here it is. I hope this is going to be helpful. Like I said, there are a lot of videos out there, but unfortunately they don't explain. They kind of show you what's going on, but if you take this piece out, you take the other stuff out here, radiator, fans, and all that, it's so much easier to take this out. But again, it's a lot of work. You don't want to do all that. You don't need to, you don't have to, but hey, if you want to do it, go for it. I hope you guys like these videos. Like, share, subscribe. I will post more videos about how to fix your stuff. Cars, bikes, whatever is broken. Cool. Talk to you guys later.